All right, hey, welcome back to ClarksPlace today. We'll start that one over. I don't know why you made me laugh. Welcome back to ClarksPlace today. We're going to be taking a look at our little dent here and doing a little heat, treat, quench, something. We'll see. All right, so we're going to torch this, quench it, see what happens. Can't tell, Pop. Come here and feel this. Might torch it again. It's like it's low right next to both of those. But this is the center of the hood.
Oh, that's
the truck deck.
Yeah, that's low.
But I don't know if that's still too high. So I'm gonna try to.
I just put filler across there.
Well, I think this is still too high.
I think what you're feeling is you buckled all that primer in there. You're gonna have to strip that down to bare metal if you're planning on doing that. I just put filler in it.
You feel it teeters there, huh?
Teeters
Yeah.
there, that teeters there, teeters there. It's probably this is too high in the middle.
Oh, this feels a little better. I'm just putting marks in it though.
Yeah, this is all buckled is why it feels weird. Need to sand that and see.
Oh, I've got the sandpaper right here.
Okay.
I was thinking I could spinning disc it, but I don't.
Too little. That's
Well, I have a
panel.
little 5-inch spinning disc too. Now this feels all weird.
I know.
It's like I don't know where that hump came from. And I don't know if I'm making it worse.
Well, that's still buckled there.
Yeah, that's down.
I just take some stuff and wipe it across
I
there.
can't do that if that's high.
No, I think that's you've got something dented in it.
Oh, you think they're too dense.
Yeah.
No, they aren't, because all that sanded even. See, that's sanded evenly. That those were sanding out,
And lay that on
and
there.
that was still too high.
Smack that with a sledgehammer. Smack it down. Yeah, like that. There.
All right.
And then you drop it down too low to make it fill it.
Okay. Still feels high. See what you think.
Yeah.
I might need to just
Right-
take
right
the dolly
there.
hammer and just smack down on it with the hammer. I think that's down. Oh, I creased that now down.
Oh yeah, you creased that.
It must be something structure related under there that is welded in.
Yep.
Golly, I'm gonna mess up the body line and everything.
You haven't messed that up yet.
I think that's low enough now, though.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna fill it and see what happens. I know.
Well, that dented that, so.
It's like super strong right there. I don't get what that is. Now I can feel that's dented.
Oh yeah, you just, well, not the very front edge. No, it's okay, but it is dented up there.
Yeah,
But that means you got that lower, so you fill it in.
This is horrible. Just buying a new trunk deck.
Yeah, brand new trunk deck.
Oh yeah, I bought a new trunk deck to have problems with it that I need to buy a new trunk deck. Alright, I'm gonna attempt a spinning disc it and see what happens. I hate it. I hate it. It's terrible. But it's like that disc is only hitting on this high spot.
Yeah.
But it won't go down. It's like, I don't feel any frame underneath it, but maybe when they assembled it, they've got something under that's like rock solid. I think I'm,
Spin it down.
I think it is lower now. Because we beat the hell out of it. That I'll put some Bondo over that, shave down, prime, glaze, prime. 62 times later, it might be flat. Golly gee, what a disappointment. There's a little high spot over here too that I think it's the frame underneath, how they clamped it. See this dot? It's going down to bare metal like really quick there, so there's the center of the hood. Must be how they've got that put together inside, man. All right, you think 80 grit's good to throw Bondo scratches?
Yeah.
Throw some Bondo on it. Yeah, the outside edge still feels good out there.
Good.
So let me Bondo it up, see what happens. All right, we'll see how that works. Not thrilled.
Not thrilled about what?
Stupid trunk deck. All right, here we go. I just got some Bondo on it and just taking the file, went over it with the file, got the big sections out, and then now just taking the long block. That's the flexible long block that you've seen me use like 52 times different videos and stuff, but just going over all of it. You can see I get down to some bare metal there, and then the little holes there, I just wanted to make sure I had some rough, so I took that 80 grit sandpaper and just put some extra scratches in there for that next layer of fill to go in. So count them, I think there's 3 layers of fill there, and just going over it now. I got the orbital sander, the DA, with an intermediate pad, and I'm just kind of going all over it just to try to smooth out all of the edges. You can see the left side there on the screen. The patch gets a little bigger of some bare metal, and then Pops comes over, everybody's gonna come over and kind of give their opinion of, and I was soliciting it as well, just what do you think I need to do? So here's another layer that it was still a little bit low, and here's another day of I let that cure overnight and come back through. Oh, there's Dad's Mustang in the back there, and just going over and just doing more, and there's all of us again. It's tough work and body work when you got 3 opinions of everybody that has a pretty good idea of what it needs. But you can see a lot of bare metal is showing there on the left, and it's just kind of ending up just filling everything there. Here's a little quick clean up the workstation. There we go, wiping everything down again. I think I'm just gonna hit it with some primer on this day. Dust free there. Bring out some paint. Mixy. Filter. And then, yeah, I think I get pretty good layer spread over all this. Oh, I did the whole trunk deck here, yep. And did the front of the hood there. And then I think I'm breaking down the gun here, and I think just for my own purposes, just to see it, I left this in the cleaning of the gun, and then this is the quickest the desk has ever been cleaned up ever. I don't know why those aluminum cans are so dang hard to clean too, man. I spend the most time on the can that goes on that FLG 4 gun. But in any event, I get it pretty much cleaned up, reassembled, sprayed out, put away, and then I think I stripped this off real quick, and it was just a mess. Underlayment, extra underlayment there, and then we get ourselves a nice fresh workspace to do some work. Thumbs up. Da, 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 da. Back to some live audio. Alright, so I coated pretty much where I had that Bondo in the center there, went over the hood, and then also the trunk deck. I just really put it on heavy all the way across there, and it's pretty pretty flat, so you really can't see any reflection in it. So it's still green, still wet, so I'll wait till tomorrow after it's dried and give it 24 hours to cure out. And then I just went around a few little spots that had gone all the way through. You see the whole bottom of that door. Same with that one that I dented that bottom of that door, and then along the edge there to try to make that a little bit better as well. So the door edges seem to drop off towards the inside of the car, and it's like they burnt through here first, like this was folded in a little bit, so I put another layer on that as well. So, and then along the front edge of the hood too. So we'll see how they turn out. Give them another block job here, see what happens. All right, here we go. First block after I primed it all, and pretty much did the whole hood there. You see the little dot come out there on the right, that I knew was always there, and it comes out pretty decent. And you'll see here when we cut back to live audio that it's still got a couple little things that need to be addressed here. Use some the dry blocking and actually made it visible. Okay, getting very close now. That's bare metal, that's bare metal, that's bare metal. And then those two are where I put the guide coat, the dry guide coat, put it down in, and then sanded everything. You can see everything else sanded down to this color of the primer, but that's dark, and that's dark. So there's still three little low spots there. And then on the hood, it's getting closer to this discolored area here is the guide coat, and that's the guide coat. You can see just a little bit of specklediness right in there, and still a little bit right there. But I'm to bare metal. You can see that shiny bare metal right there, and that's filler, and that's bare metal, and then that's a couple layers of bond, or a couple layers of primer there. But yeah, that dark area right there is still right where that dent was. You can see everything else kind of fades out. That's not bare metal there, that's primer underneath, but it's all sanding out pretty good there, but just a little bit more. So I think I'm just going to fill that with another coat of primer and just go heavy again, sand it down, and she should be about there. All right, another heavy coat of primer to try to fill in these little dots. I've prep solved it, and we'll see what happens here. Barely see a little bit of dent here. I'll let that flash. I'll come back to it, pour a bunch more paint into it. And then this actually blocked out pretty good, but I hit a couple bare spots, so I'm just going to fill it in too. And the main section was just that center, so I just really put some heavy primer in there. And then the shine of that corner now, it looks perfect, so really pleased with it. There's a little scratch in there. I don't know if you can see, it's over 90 degrees on the thermometer over there today. And it's been like 5 minutes and this is already flashed. And I'm just gonna hit the corners here where I burnt through. I can see a little bit. I think sometimes I sand along that edge, and where it's crimped, I don't want to see the actual crimp mark, so I've kind of body worked and built up paint. Where now if you look at that, I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, with the wet paint and the reflection, you can see there's no real deviation at the edge, so I think the paint will just go right up to the edge and look pretty. I hope. All right, so back to heavy in these little spots here. So I'm gonna hit it first. Might take one more coat. I can still see just those two little dots. Just a little deviation in the reflection there. So we'll save a little primer. Maybe do one more coat over here. In the main center area that I had that stinking ding. And this isn't quite all the way flashed yet, but I think I can pour some more paint on it. Don't really see any crazy wiggle, so hit this with another running coat. Looking better. It might could sand down and all be perfect, but I'm gonna put one more flash coat on it here after. You can still see that one's wet over there. And this one's still to the point of running. So okay, so that last coat was, the gun was pretty much dried up in it, but that edge I'm confident in. I'm calling it. Block this. Same with this. All that's filled in. No bare spots, so we're gonna call it done. Thanks for watching. Trunk fix mess of damage in your parts. Keep them safe. Then you don't have to do all this.